Welcome back to our YouTube Flutter tutorial where we are going to teach you how to develop in Flutter in hope that we can create more Flutter developer in Rwanda and in Africa in general. And today I have another video, and remember, it's all about exploring the widget and the possible things you can do the widget. I think we have covered enough widget so far, but Flutter has a lot of widgets, and I will just keep exploring them and also help you to understand how you can use it. So as always, you create a new pad and choose Flutter and you create it, and it's going to give you the boilerplate. As always, I like to start by editing the code, the generated code, so that I can write the code live so you can see and help you to repeat what I'm doing. Also fix that in your running curve. So my app, I think you are familiar with this now. And so as always, I'm going to override the class, and I'm going to give it a return type of widget, and this method I'm overwriting is called build, and it should take the build context. I name it to be a context, then I return material app. And this material app, as always, it return a home, and the home is going to be a scaffold. I think we have covered from the previous video, where we have seen that it is always recommended to have the scaffold on top of as a parent of other widgets, because it helps you to show some widget. For example, we have seen that for input field, it cannot be shown when it is not under the scaffold. That is something we have seen from the previous tutorial. So, and we know that scaffold take body instead of a child. This is something different from the other widget, because the other widget take either the child or children, but for body for the scaffold take the body, and that is something also different. So we have covered the raw widget. So, but now I'm going to reuse it again just to demonstrate something. Children, and children, we know that a row take the children, and that is something we know so far. Remember to put the semicolon at the end of the material app. So here you can see that I made a mistake where I have written material, and it should be like material app. And that's material. Okay, material app. Yeah, it should be like that. Okay, material. What's wrong with me? Material app. Yeah, it should be like that. So now we have the scaffold, and we know scaffold has exception because it doesn't take a child, it takes a body. That is something different. And also, give me a second. Let me take a call. So now today I'm going to show you how another widget called ClipOval. I think it's written like this. And the ClipOval, this widget is going to help us to clip everything, every widget that you put beneath it. So what does it mean? Like if you want to take the widget, for example, let me just do something simple. Let me have a container here. And to demonstrate it, I'm going to give it a height of 12 or 20, and I'm going to give it a width of 20. And I'm going to give it a color because I want it to be visible, and the color is going to be red. So I have this widget. So now if I run this application, you are going to see this container is going to have is going to be square because it has the height and the width that is equal. Now, what if I want to make this container to be, okay, let me put at the center. Okay, let me cut this row here and make sure that I can put it in the center. and then pass the chart to be the row, then run it again. You can see that it was showing at top, so let me try to make it at center. Now you can see that it's almost at center. So let me increase like to 200 so that this container is much more visible. Then you can see that our container is much more visible now, right? It is square container. But what if you want to make this container to be a cycle? Now you can do that. There is different way you can do it, but the easiest way you can do it is to use the Flutter widget for that job. Now you need to cut this container and use what we call clip over. And this clip over is going to clip whatever you give it to a cycle, to a novel, to anything that be given to the height and width of that child widget you pass. That is what is going to determine the shape of that chart. For example, if I pass a chart and paste the code of the container, now run it again, we are going to see the cycle. And I will explain why we are going to see the cycle so far. So why do we see a cycle? So the reason why we see a cycle is because we have the height and the width of this container that is a square, and that is the expected behavior of how this creep over is going to behave. If you have the height and the width that is equal, which means the square is going to creep that children to a cycle. But what about if I change it to 400 and try to run it again? You see, it's going to clip it to the way that height is equal. So it's going just to make sure that the height is preserved. So I think you understand how you can use creep over to achieve something you want in your design. And you have to the limit is endless because the chart can be anything, can be an image. This chart you pass here can be anything, can be an image, can be a widget. For example, like you can see here, a container is a normal Flutter widget. It can be anything you can think about, and you can also apply the animation here uh, while clipping the chart widget. And I think that is just more taking more advanced, and I will show that in upcoming videos. So I hope now you learned something new, and please help me share the video to your friends so that we can create more Flutter developer, more software engineer here. And I hope you can help me do that, grow this community. And it really means a lot for us, yegobox, and for me personally, because I like to share the knowledge. And I'm looking forward just for that thing to happen. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.